All right, real quick y'all, before we get into today's video, in response to the video I posted Sunday, I want to thank the overwhelming majority of y'all who took that video what it was supposed to be. Not a video per se of me complaining, but a video focused towards gaining insight into what you guys, my subscribers, would like to see as far as content moving forward. Gained a lot of insight with you guys. As of right now, there were 724 comments on that video. And while I won't be able to respond to all of them, I can honestly say I've read every single one of them. Gained a lot of insight into what you guys would like to see. Gained a lot of insight into kind of what's going on, I feel like, with YouTube right now. So real quick, remember y'all, if you click that bell button right next to the subscription tab, what that'll do is every time I upload a video, that will send you a notification. That's all it'll do. It'll just send you a notification that I uploaded a video. And that way you don't have to search for it in your notification tab or, subscription tabs through YouTube. Another thing, always remember, one way that's free that you can help out any creator that you watch is hit that like button on a video. The way it works through the algorithms, it just helps out that creator. It helps his videos out, his or her videos out. It's just something free that you can do to help them out. Other than that, guys, I really appreciate all the support. I was very humbled by the comments. And I gained a lot of insight of what I'm going to do moving forward through this season and onwards too. With that, y'all, I hope you enjoyed today's video. This is a throwback video from last trapping season. Kind of get everybody in the mood. We're about a month and a half away from really getting rolling. So like I said, y'all, I really appreciate it. Be looking out for a mix of videos coming up. Fishing, hunting, and trapping. We're going to try to do it all this winter. Hope you all enjoy. All right, so checking a few sets here this evening. What I've got going here is, you can see I've got a decent sized creek back behind me, and I've got a set on each side of this creek. I'm crossing it right here by where this property was logged out a 3 years ago, and this was one of the areas that they used to cross this creek. So there's an already established trail here, and although they're done logging it, the critters still use this trail to cross, as well as what it does is it kind of gives me a point to where the high bank and the low banks of these creeks come together. So you can see here it's a nice subtle gradual taper as opposed to the steep sides of the high bank. So set on each side, you kind of get them to where you don't have to set the high bank and the low bank. Anything that's coming from the high bank goes down to the low bank and vice versa. And you can see here this was just an old stump that was cut down, and I've got this nice coon here, and I've just got this is just a dog proof, just fence stapled off to the stump, and you can see it picked up this nice critter. So anyway, just a super simple set. I've made catches on both sides of this creek. This is my third check running this, and I've had a catch on each side and then a day of rain, so didn't catch anything there. But 2 sets, 2 critters, 3 days, fairly productive sets. I'm gonna get this guy out of here. I'm gonna reset this, and this is a set that will just continually produce all throughout the season, so it's just a good travel way. All right, so we're checking a few sets here, working these trails down through the bottoms here, and there's these trails all over, and they're small game trails, mainly deer trails, and you just got to kind of pick and choose which one you set, because I mean you can go crazy setting them all. But you can see right here, right over through there, that's a very well defined trail. Because of all the rain we've had, you can see it, there's plenty of coon tracks in there. You can see right here we've got a spot that just Y's off, so we've got 2 trails coming together. It wanders down on through here and then goes down on through. But picked up this nice big coon, this nice dryland coon here. All this is just a DP set here on the trail, directly on the trail, so they got to run right into it, and I just got it fence stapled off to the this tree here. So
you know, you miss some critters by using these dog proofs, but I also like using the dog proofs on these trail sets because you don't get the deer that mess with them. If I was to put a dirt hole right off to the side of this trail, a good number of times these deer are going to step on it and it's going to be snapped off, just because the deer are curious. So we use these dog proofs here, and you know, they won't set them off. But picked up this nice dryland coon. This coon's got really good color. So anyway, I'm gonna get this guy taken care of again. You can see he's got the area just the grass matted down, tore up. That's no big deal. I can put that trap right back there where it was again, and we'll be just fine. So I'm gonna get this guy dispatched here, and then we'll move on. But just another example of how you can use you know, these small game trails. This is all set on sign, and obviously it produces. Alright guys, so just gonna make this reset here. Absolutely nothing difficult about it. Take that trap right off that coon here. Got it toggled off to this tree. I'll stick it right back down in the ground, right on that trail. They're gonna have to run right into it. So, I mean, I don't use trailing scents or anything because there's really no need. I'm putting this stuff right in front of their face, putting bait right in it, and away we go. So, checking sets here this evening. Starting to gain a little bit more light here as we get later in the season. I like that. But anyway, we've got this nice big boar coon here right behind me. What this is this is just a small creek back behind me, and what happened was the critters, they were coming on the high bank, and then they were entering the creek and crossing it just right down below me here. And there was a bunch of prints. I mean, this was a complete set on sign set right where they were entering. Stuck a dog proof. This coon's in a dog proof, and we made a nice catch on him. So this was a simple set. I've got it fence stapled off to this big base of this tree, but you know, real simple set here. Produced this nice coon, and with the amount of sign that I saw, this is the first night check on this, and it made the catch. I'm saying it'll make at least 2 or 3 more catches before I pull out of this location. So anyway, very simple set, very productive. I'm gonna get this guy taken care of, and then we'll move on. But you know, these are just simple sets here, just everyday simple sets, and they produce real nice critters like that. That's a nice big, maybe between 2 and 3x coon. Alright guys, so the remake on this set here, real simple set. You can see I kind of kicked him off right in the creek right after dispatch. Just helps him get a lot of the heavy mud off of him. That's a nice big coon there. Real simple. Reset the trap. Dispatch right in the trap. I'm not worried about the blood or anything. Right there's where the old trail was. Take some bait. A little bit of bait there in the bottom of that DP, basically enough to cover the trigger, because we're setting on sign. I know these critters are coming right through. That's it. We're in and out. Matter of seconds and you're on your way. Alright guys, so I just got into the skin and shed for the evening here. I always get a lot of questions, you know, if I can show like the day's catch, kind of show you, you know, what I've got. And a lot of time it's just hard because it's so dark. You know, it's just difficult to pull everything out. But I thought I'd just kind of show you here. So I just brought in everything from tonight. I ran 56 sets tonight. This was the 3rd check on this bunch of 56 sets. So you can see what I've got here. There's 11 coons, 1 coyote, 1 skunk, and then I released several possums. But you know, this is kind of what I shoot for. You know, yesterday I had 14 coons. Today 11. Tomorrow maybe 10, or it may be right around that same average. But running 60, 65 sets. Is what I'll have out after tomorrow. This is kind of the average. Like I said, definitely more coons than canines, just because of the way I set. But this is just kind of a daily average here. I bring them in the first shed, I skin them, and then I've got a bunch in the refrigerator from last night that I'll flesh and board. But anyway, that's just kind of the rotation that I do here. Like I said, right behind you here, I've got all the furs that are dry. I kind of keep them all hung up until it's time to package them up. But just kind of let you know, this is the routine that I go through, pretty much on a daily basis whenever I get rolling. So, all right, guys. So we're checking sets here this evening. Back down here on this little creek here. Not much of a creek, but there is quite a little bit of sign here. So this is the second night I've trapped this area. I made a catch just right behind me yesterday, and tonight I come down and I had a blind set just right there. There's a trail that comes down through and goes down into the creek, and tonight we've got this nice coon here. Good color on him, not rubbed. Good color coon and a blind set. Nice deep pad catch. Yesterday this particular set was tripped, and you do end up getting that, in some cases with the blind sets, just because you're not directing them near like you would with a baited set. But nevertheless, this set made a catch today, and we'll go ahead and get this guy taken care of and we'll move on. But these blind sets, guys, are deadly, and you can see I had him on a toggle and he didn't really move it. Ideally I'd like the catch to get away from the blind set, get away from the trail area. That being said, you can see there really is not much of a catch circle. The trap was bedded right there. I'll be able to bed it right back in and hopefully make another catch or two before I pull sets and move on to a different location. All right, guys, so I just wanted to show you guys the remake on this blind set. Here's the remake right here, and as you can see, because this coon, there he is right there after dispatch, but because he didn't take this toggle away, the trail it isn't a giant catch circle, but it is knocked down. That being said, you have to remember these animals are coming down this trail every night, so they're naturally going to try to come down this trail whether it's blowed out or not. You can see I've got just a little bit I used some sticks. Let me see if I can get the camera down at that level there. So I've got that stick just there and a couple extra ones. The trap set right there, just covered up with a little bit of debris. So you don't need to fence off the whole area, because these critters are naturally wanting to go down the area that they've been following. It's a game trail, so they've used it more than once for the most part. And just a little bit of guidance whenever you get these sets that are blowed out. I could easily take this set and move it down and find a better trail, but in my experience, I'll still be able to make a catch in this location again. So that's the reset on it. Like I said, very simple, easy sets. We're losing daylight, we're moving on.